wanted to do just a short little, well, it might not even be short, we'll see, introduction video of who I am, how I came up with my name, what my channel will be about, and of course I'm always open to suggestions. If there's anything, you know, that you guys want to see more specifically, just comment below, comment on any of my videos that I start to upload, and I do pay attention to things like that. So first and foremost, I am alchemistic anomalist. I will explain why I came up with my name in just a moment, but I did want to go into what exactly I am and how I came into my abilities. So I have been spiritual, I want to say, my entire life. I actually was raised very religious, going into church every Sunday, you know, sometimes on Wednesday, church camp every summer, etc. I was taught that, you know, anything outside of the church was wrong. Any type of, you know, psychics and tarot readers and anything like that was considered, you know, part of, you know, Satan and the devil. And I really struggled with that growing up because I always was able to connect with spirits. I would see spirits in my home. I saw spirits in my home that hadn't passed over yet. I would talk to them. I would see them. Angels would talk to me. And I had a really hard time, like, you know, grasping that, you know, what I was being taught. And then I started having dreams and visions, and they would come to pass. Some people would call it deja vu, but it just happened more and more and more as I got older. And to the point where my family would start really listening to me when I would tell them that I had a dream, you know, or, you know, I'd say, oh, I saw this, don't do this or don't do that. They listen because they know that in the past it's come true. So as I got older, I started questioning my religion. I started reading through the Bible. I started seeing the contradictions, and by the time I was 12, 13, I stopped going to church. And I got into, you know, reading about Wicca and paganism, and I read on it many different religions, and I just found all of the similarities and how they're all really connected. So as I got older, I got more and more spiritual, more into my spirituality, and I just feel that no one is wrong. So I do want to say that is, it doesn't matter whether you believe in God, you believe in the universe, you believe in spirit, you believe in source, whatever it is, you're right. This is part of your being and your reality. So as soon as I, you know, kind of discovered that, I started, you know, getting into different relationships where guys would make fun of my beliefs, talk down to them. I got out of my beliefs for a while and, you know, didn't really pay much attention to it. You know, all my life I thought, you know, I'm going to find this soulmate and I'm going to be with him. You know, I thought it was this guy, it was that guy. It was, you know, had to be my son's father, and, you know, had to be, you know, my ex-husband, and, you know, these things. But then later on, I started to discover that we have different types of soul contracts and soul connections, and we have different types of relationships that come in and out of our life. This realization came after my last long relationship started to go south. I started reading into things and found out he was karmic. So I found out what a karmic was, found out what soulmates were, and realized that I was right. My son's father was a soulmate. My ex-husband, I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on that. I think he was more of a karmic. But I've had other soulmate relationships. And after that relationship ended, we decided to kind of roommate for a while for financial reasons. And while I was living with him, I met someone that completely put me on my head. I've never been the type to chase someone. I've never been the type, you know, when a relationship is going south, like, yeah, you know, I'll try to work it out. But if there's no way to work it out, you know, I've been through a divorce, you know, it's like, okay, let's, you know, go our separate ways. This guy was different. Right away, the connection was super strong. And we only dated a few weeks, 6 weeks actually, and it wasn't even consistent. And I'll get into that in a different video. But I've come to find out that he was my twin flame. And I kind of had learned what a twin flame was before this happened. But I thought maybe I'm not a twin flame. You know, maybe I'm just not one of those people. Come to find out I am. So, you know, if you guys want a video on my twin flame connection and kind of what's happened with that over my journey, I can do a video on that because that's a whole other can of worms. But after the separation and no contact with him, I went through what was called a dark night of the soul, and I can do a video on that as well. And it really brought out all of my abilities. It was insane. I had more visions. I had more spirits coming to talk to me. I had more stuff going on. I was going to tarot readers myself. I was going to psychics myself, and quite a few of them were like, go buy a tarot deck. You know, go buy this deck, play with it. This is what you're supposed to be doing. So I did, and my first tarot deck is actually the Gilded Tarot. So this one, it comes with a book, and I can link that below actually. And as you can see, my deck is pretty worn. I've had this since January of 2020. So this is what I started with. And as you can see behind me, my collection has grown. I have 18 decks right now, and I've got actually it might be more than that. And I've got another one on the way, another Oracle deck that I just ordered coming in. And so since January, I've been adding to my collection every month, you know, 1 to 3 to 4 decks a month, and I've just been playing with those. And I've done readings for friends since the beginning of the year, and I didn't think much of it, you know, well, it's fun, whatever. But then they tell me that I knew things that I shouldn't know, because I just say what comes to my mind. And they said that I knew things that they never told me. I knew things that I shouldn't know. And then any predictions that I had actually came to pass. Most recently, I had a friend that I did a reading for in February. He was going through a really hard time. I've known him for a decade. And he was split up from his girlfriend. And didn't think he'd ever get back with her. Was in between jobs, was couch surfing, applying to many different, you know, places, and just was having a hard time finding a job. And I told him I saw one coming in, but it wasn't going to be permanent. I said, I see one coming in, it's not going to be permanent, but something is going to happen towards October that is going to take you into a completely different career that you've never ever considered before. So, and then I also predicted him getting back with his girlfriend and it being better than ever, that she's actually his soulmate and his life partner. His situation, his twin flame situation, is totally different. Everybody's is different. Sometimes you're not meant to be with your twin flame as a life partner, and I can get into a video with that. His twin flame, he's not meant to be with as a life partner because it's his girlfriend's daughter. He's meant to be there for her as raising her. So, I was right. He got this job I saw him getting. He got back with his girlfriend. They've been better than ever. And he messaged me a week or two ago, so we're in September, that he was given an offer to take on a completely different career that he would have never considered before, but the offer was so good that he couldn't pass it up. And it was after that that I realized I really needed to do something with this. Spirit is pushing me to do something more with it. So what I've come to find out with what I am is I am an empath. More specifically, I'm a high yoga. It's a very intense, high-level empath. I have all senses of intuition. So I see, hear, feel, know everything. I can't even explain it. Sometimes thoughts come in my head and it's just an inner knowing, and then I just say it. Sometimes I hear things. Sometimes I have visions. Sometimes I feel things. Like, I had another friend come to me. This was after my dark night of the soul. This was in December of 2019, and her mom just passed away. She came to me crying, and all of a sudden, like, these things came to me. Someone was whispering them to me, a female, and I was saying them to her. And she ended up crying and, got too overwhelmed to get off the phone with me. Later on, she was like, "How did you know those things about my mom?" And I said, "I didn't even know they were about your mom." Her mom was talking to me. So then I smelled someone's perfume. So again, senses. I smelled a perfume, and I explained that to my friend. She sent me a photo of it. I went to a perfume shop and smelled that, and it was exactly what I smelled. I had never smelled that perfume in my life, and it was from others. So my friends have been encouraging me to start doing readings for other people, to start a YouTube channel, and I've been putting it off. I've actually had this camera and my ring light that's in front of me and everything, and quite a few of these decks since March. And so I'm just now starting this. I'm a little nervous. So other than readings, I've done a lot of healing work. So I'm also a healer. So I'm an empath, intuitive, healer, and medium. So it's not Reiki. I've been doing this my entire life, and I can't really explain to other people what exactly it is. The only way that I can explain it is I focus on energy, and I focus on the energy of other people and focus in on what they tell me is wrong. I've helped people get through childhood trauma. That's what I specialize in, sexual trauma, and chakra alignment. I myself have healed my own trauma. I continue to heal it. It's never completely gone. So anyone that says that, they're completely healed, it's not true. You continue to heal. You continue to go deeper. So I myself have come a long way in my own healing, and I want to help others. So what I want this channel to be is to help those in difficult situations with their soul connections, be it a twin flame, be it a soulmate, whatever it is they're going through, and help them with finding out what it is they actually need to heal, and then healing that. Because in my own journey, I became addicted to YouTube videos. I became addicted to tarot readings. And it's kind of embarrassing how much I've spent on tarot readings, on twin flame courses, you name it. So I don't want others to have to go through that. So I want to help you with the readings that I do in order to guide you in the right way that you're supposed to go in order to get whatever it is that Spirit is wanting you to do. So that way you're not in this addiction loop. Because that is actually what's going to hold you back. So when I heal people, I want them to come into union with their soulmate, with their twin flame, whatever it is you resonate with. And the label doesn't even matter. It just matters on what connection that you have. So that's what I see for this channel. So as far as my name, like I said, I do, resonate with the term alchemist as well as mystic. So I thought alchemistic. And one of my nicknames is people call me by my first name and they say the anomaly. So I thought alchemistic anomalist. I actually asked Spirit if this was the right name for me, and I just kept getting yes. So that's my goal for this channel. I will put out further videos if anyone wants videos on what a dark night of the soul is, what happened when I went through mine. If you want to know about my twin flame journey, I will go into that. Anything, if you want me to do a video on the differences of what a karmic, soulmate, and twin flame is, I can do that. But I will be doing readings. I plan on doing some recorded meditations for healing, and specifically finding out what it is you need to heal. And then in the future, I will offer healing sessions with myself, because everybody's situation is different and there's not a one-size-fits-all. So I hope that you join me. I hope that you like this video, that you subscribe, comment, and continue to follow my uploads. So until my next video, which will actually be soon because I'm going to be recording a couple of readings, I hope you have a beautiful day. Give gratitude to whatever it is that you believe in, and abundance will come your way.